Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing the Week 8, the Week 8 NFL predictions. And last week, just to let you know, I went 7 for 6. I did not have that great of a week, but this time I have some interesting picks this week. And y'all going to be surprised at some of the teams I've taken this week, but the first few games we're going to knock out, and then there's some upsets on the bottom that is coming up. But first, the start football week 8. We got the Buccaneers traveling all the way up to Buffalo. The Bucks. Yeah, that was just a defensive battle. There was really not much offense going on there. And yeah, I don't really know much about what happened in that game. All I know is there was not that much offense. And for the Bills, yeah, they lost to New England. Yep, they are a weird team right now because they almost lost to Tyrod Taylor, and they slipped out a win. They literally they should have lost that Giants game. Like right now they would be like 3-4 right now. But they lost to New England. I think they're 4-3. Oof, an ugly loss. I mean, I just don't know anymore. Like the Bills are such a weird team now. Like I don't understand. Like, I don't understand that team. I think they're 4-3 or 4-2. I forgot. Aren't they like 4-3? Yeah, they gotta be 4-3. But man, right, the Bills need a bounce back game, and I'm gonna take the Bills here to win 14-27, and hopefully their offense can bounce back and get this win at least, because they really need another win because they're a contender. They're supposed to be a contender, but the way their record looks, it looks like it's just like playoff contention. Right? It looks like no Super Bowl contention. So they need to pile up some wins here. And they got some tough games coming up, like the Bengals. Anyways, the next game. You got Sunday games now. You got the Jets heading to East Rutherford, which is basically in the Giant Stadium, but it's really just a home game for both these teams. But the Jets, they upset the Eagles. It was kind of an ugly win, but it wasn't at the same time. Zach Wilson looks like he's having a little bit of progression. And the Giants, yeah, that was ugly. They barely, I mean, it's a good win for them, but at least Tyrod Taylor looked good, but it's just their offense is just, it don't look good like it used to be last year. And therefore, I am going to bet on Zach Wilson to get this job done. If he loses this game somehow, like, it's going to be ugly. But I'm sure they're going to cover with their, I'm sure they're going to get it done with their defense. The Jets defense is really one of the best in the NFL. So I am going to give it to the Jets. And I'm going to have a score of 24-20 in a close game because Tyrod Taylor looked good. And I don't know if they're going to start Daniel Jones, so we'll see what happens. Next game, Jaguars at Steelers. The Jaguars, they escaped the Saints. And yeah, they escaped them. I almost got that score prediction right. Yeah, the Jaguars defense just needed to make one touchdown not existing. I would have got that same score, I think. So, yeah. But the Saints got it a little bit closer of the game. They almost went in overtime. And, yeah. Meanwhile, the Steelers, they got a win. Don't think it was the best of wins, but they got a win. They put up some points at least. They put up 24 points, which is good to see. Not for me, though. It's good to see for them. But either way, I'm going to take the Jaguars here. I don't think the Steelers are going to have a shot at much this season. Their defense is carrying them, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers do beat this game just because of You know, like the defense, that defense is so good. It's like a Super Bowl defense. I'm not even joking. That's a Super Bowl defense they have. And but they just don't have an offense. Like all you need is an average offense to be heavy playoff contenders, honestly, with that defense. But obviously that defense has to stay consistent too. But I'm going to give the Jaguars the win here. 21-28. The, the Glitter Kitties will keep going. Next up, Eagles at Commanders. Eagles. Yeah. They, they beat the Dolphins, alright. Their offense looked really good that night. And their defense looked pretty good too. Even though there was a missed penalty, but you know, it is what it is. I think the Dolphins are going to lose that game anyways. Even if they got that penalty. You don't know what would happen after that, so. Yeah, I think the Eagles got that win. I knew it. I just smelled a Eagles win. And, you know, give the Eagles the credit they deserve. The Commanders, on the other hand, they couldn't beat the Giants without Daniel Jones. Woof. Yeah, that offensive line just keeps on getting worse. I mean, it's just a mess. I feel bad for Sam Howell. He has no protection in the backfield at all. It's just they need a new offensive line. They're literally, it's like saying Sam Howell could be Joe Burrow, right? Well, I won't say he's Joe Burrow, but it's kind of like the 2021 Bengals team. Like he has no offensive line, and we technically don't still, but it's gotten better. But yeah. So, in that case, I am going to take the Commanders to bounce back here. Not for the win, but to bounce back in, like, pointage. I think their offensive line somehow just gets a tiny bit better. So, in that case, I got a shootout. But in a two-score game, 38-27, Eagles win. And, yeah, just get that over with. Next up, you got the Rams in Dallas. The Rams could not get the win over the Steelers. Yeah. I trusted you, Rams. Guess I just don't trust you ever again. Meanwhile, the Cowboys. What did the Cowboys do again? Oh, yeah, they had a bye week. So they beat the Chargers, then they get a bye week. So I don't hate the Rams, but I think the Cowboys are going to be a little bit overwhelming for their offensive line. Their offensive line is still not that good. Their defense is still not that good either. It's their offense that's really carrying that team right now to some wins. So in that case, I am going to take Dallas here to get the job done. 20-31. It's going to be a two-score game. And yeah, the Cowboys will just keep on rolling with their crazy team. Next, we got the first upset I got. Well, not really an upset, but either one of these teams I could take as an upset. Anyways, the Vikings and the Packers. The Vikings, they upset the 49ers. Like, what is happening with them? But we're talking about the Vikings here. The Vikings, yeah, it is going crazy in Minnesota. They got the win, and that was painful to watch because, I mean, literally everybody was just getting hurt, coming back in, getting hurt. It was a weird game. Kirk Cousins had himself a phenomenal night now, though. And he didn't even get sacked once, which is crazy. Against the best defense in the league, not one sack. And I know the Niners are going to drop from that because that is just horrible. And they were just... Addison was so good that night. Meanwhile, the Packers, they couldn't beat the Broncos. Yeah, I didn't watch any of that game, so I don't know what happened. But their offense, man, the Packers' offense, they really do need a receiver. I can see why Aaron Rodgers left that team to die because literally they don't have a receiver. They don't have nobody that can make that huge play. They need to get somebody that can make that huge play. Like, I think maybe another offseason, and if Jordan Love's good, maybe they're good. But I am going to take the Packers to win this game and bounce back. Not sure how much I could trust in Kirk Cousins. He throws a lot of interceptions, so I'm gonna take the Packers to bounce back because I do see them getting a win here and there. So I got them winning 26-23, and the Packers will be the Packers, I guess. They're the new Detroit Lions. Anyways, Falcons and Titans, an interesting matchup. The Falcons. What is going on with Bijan Robinson? He's not getting rushing touchdowns. He's not getting the ball as often. He had like one carry that game or something. I forgot. And the Falcons just do not look that good. Their record just I don't know how they're doing it. They're 4-3. Just somebody destroy this team because like I don't know. But they need to start giving it to Bijan more because I don't know how much in that passing game. Desmond Ridder needs to get better. I do think he's alright, but he can be iffy at times, so. But then the Titans, they got a nice healthy bye week. And they traded away, I forgot that one guy's name, to the Eagles, so that's a big loss to them, but I forgot what they got in return, but yeah. So this is the first upset here. I got the Titans coming out. I know they will not probably be rolling with Tannehill. I don't know how long he's hurt for, but I know the Titans are going to win this game. I can smell it from a mile away. I got this game 14-17. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I think Malik Willis is going to get them to their first win of... Yeah, I think that's the first win. So, why not do it against Atlanta? There you go, Titans. It's in Tennessee, too. So, we're going to see the Titans beat the Falcons. Next up, Patriots and Dolphins. Patriots. I don't know what that team is. They beat they beat the Bills. Look trash against the Raiders, or look trash against the Cowboys and that. Yeah, it's weird. They're a weird team. And the Dolphins got a loss. I mean, they were desperate for a lot. But the Dolphins, the weird thing with the Dolphins is that they don't really play many good teams, and they finally played some. I mean, they got their butts kicked by the Bills. Looked great in the first half, though. Then, they play the Eagles, and they still can't get the job done. So, are the Dolphins fragile? Or fraudulent? That, I don't know. We need to see the Dolphins get a big win over some big teams. Even though the Patriots are not a big team, I do see them having a win here. I think this is gonna be I think Patriots offense gets a little bit of momentum back, and I have this game 21-30 Dolphins because I don't know what the heck this league is anymore. Next, oh boy, do I got this game. You got the Saints going to the Colts. Let's talk about the Saints. The Saints. Yeah, Foster Moreau's got to be mad about that drop in the end zone. And, yep. He's got to be mad about that. Because that was the game right there. Meanwhile, the Colts. I mean, the Saints did look good, though. Their offense, they need to start. The thing with the Saints is they got to start making Derek Carr throw that football downfield. They got to stop being scaredy cats and throw that freaking football. Like, they have weapons. Just throw the ball. Meanwhile, the Colts, they got cheated on by the Browns. Like, literally cheated on. Because I saw that end play. There was so many penalties missed, I can't even name them all. Yep. But I think the Colts are still good. I don't know. But I could see this game right here. This is what I see. I see the Saints somehow dropping so many points. I see Derek Carr looking super good in this game. Something tells me Derek Carr's going to look super good in this game. And I got the Saints shutting down some of the Colts offense. A lot of that offense. And, yeah. Yep. Saints are going to win this game. 35-10. Yeah, you heard me. 35-10. I mean, I could smell it from a mile away. I could smell a freaking pour down for the Saints. So, there you go. Next game, you got the Texans and the Panthers. The Texans got a bye week. They looking nice. CJ Stroud's looking fired up. And that Texans team is really inspirational. And I'm liking that team this year. The Panthers, though, they have no wins. I think Bryce Young needs some more receivers. He needs a big receiver. He needs another season to grow. He needs to get taller. he really needs to stop drinking coffee. Even though I don't even know if he drinks coffee, but I'm sure he does. But like, still, he needs to like not get sacked too. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Sorry about that, but that's a big problem in that team. Like, he keeps getting sacked a lot. So I got the Texans winning. Sadly, I mean, I want to see the Panthers win a game here and there, but I do think the Panthers could win this game. But I do got the Texans. Just a better overall. Just like a better overall, like, in competition-wise. So, 24-17, Texans win. They're going to keep it close. Panthers can keep games close. That's what they can do. So, Texans win 24-17. Next, you got the Browns. The freaking Browns and the Seahawks. Talk about the freaking Browns, bro. The Browns, what is going on, dude? Like, what is going on? The refs are literally letting you get wins. And Seahawks, this is your chance to beat the crap out of them. Like, I need to see you beat the crap out of the Browns. So, the Browns, they upset the 49ers. Then they, beat the Colts with P.J. Walker, bro. I still don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. I think he's ruled out for this game, so I think it is time for the beatdown. So, Seattle. But for Seattle, they beat the Cardinals. Not that surprising. The Cardinals are actually tanking. They're just trolling some teams. You know, showing they could actually win games, but they're tanking, so yeah. So, got the nice win over the Cardinals. I think the Seahawks are going to beat the Browns here 27-13, just because I believe in that defense, but I think the Browns are going to really get that ball and turn that ball over on offense a lot and give it to the Seahawks, and Seahawks are going to win. Oh boy. But score 27-13. But oh boy, this game. This is the game of the week right here. The game of the freaking week, guys. You got the Bengals heading to San Francisco. Let's talk about the Bengals. The Bengals, they also had a bye week. Right? And, you know, not really much to say about the Bengals. They got the win over the Seahawks. It was a little bit ugly, but their defense came in at the second half. Their offense looked good in the first half. Like, why can't this team just play a full freaking 4 quarters? Like, come on, guys. Don't play 2 quarters and just look garbage in front of everybody. Like, please play 4 quarters. You're going to need to play 4 quarters with this team. Because I do got an upset. The 49ers, they lost 2 straight. They lost 2 straight to the Browns and then to the Vikings. They need to fix their crap. I think they're a good team still, but they need to stop losing. And Brock Purdy's got to stop turning the ball over now, because he is literally getting a little exposed there, but I don't think he's bad still. So, I have a shootout here. Hear me out. This is going to be a fun game. I got the Bengals upsetting here. It's not just because I'm a Bengals fan. It's just because the 49ers are just a weird football team right now. They are weird. They're just losing 2 games straight, unexpectedly, and they're going to go back home, maybe clean things up a little bit, but I do see the Bengals winning off like a game-winning field goal here. 34-31 is the score, and the Bengals are going to roar in this game. They are going to be... This is going to be a great game. I hear it. But I got the Bengals upsetting the Niners. Oh boy. Another game. Next, you got the Chiefs heading to the Broncos. The Chiefs, they beat the Chargers by 2 scores, which was surprising. Because I actually saw some offense, which is not good for me. But I don't think that offense will last long. So, yeah. And the Broncos, they actually beat the Packers. No offense, but their defense came up clutch. Who do I take in this game? Oh, take the Chiefs. They're going to beat the crap out of the Broncos. No, they're not going to beat the crap out of the Broncos. I got the Broncos upsetting, ending that streak for losing to the Chiefs. Finally, I have them winning in Mile High, everybody. Trust the Broncos for this game. I could smell it far away. I could just smell it. 23-19 is going to be the score, guys. It's going to be 23-19. The Broncos are going to win this game. I have a feeling. And, yeah. Those are the upsets, pretty much. The next games, you can already tell who I'm going to pick, but I'm just going to say what they did and say the score. So, the Ravens and Cardinals. The Ravens actually destroyed the Lions. They made them look trash, but you know, I knew the Lions were going to be destined to have a loss. So, yeah. And the Ravens, their offense looked better. Their wide receivers learned how to catch. And that's good for them, I guess. And the Cardinals, they lost the Seahawks. Not much to talk about them. They're tanking. So, yeah. They like to have fun. So, I got the Ravens winning here 24-14. It's not going to be that good of a game. I mean, I don't think Ravens got to sweat over this game. So, I don't see them putting up much points just because they don't have to. So, 24-14 is the final score of that game. The next game, you got the Bears and the Chargers. For Sunday Night Football, who's starting? Is it going to be that Badger guy, or is it going to be Justin Fields? If it's Justin Fields, then I see a high-scoring game. If it's not Justin Fields, then maybe it could be lower. But just because I don't know, I'm going to stick with the score, 30-20. But let's talk about the Chargers. The Chargers, they lost to the Chiefs. They really need a win. They got to get a win here. This is a must-win, honestly. They're 2-4. They gotta win, guys. They really gotta win here. This is bad. This is where all Chargers fans panic. You better win here. Cannot lose to Chicago. So I got this game 30-28 in a shootout, and their defense coming clutch to stop the Bears from getting a game-winning field goal. Because my God, the Chargers are weird right now. Brandon Staley, telling y'all. Next game. Oh boy, we even gotta talk about this. Raiders and Lions. The Ravens got the Raiders got destroyed by the Bears. Yeah, Josh McDaniels should get fired after this game because, wow. Because it's gonna be bad, I tell you. And this Monday Night Football, and Lions, they didn't look good. I mean, you could see it. I mean, you could have smelled a loss. Come on, you can accept the loss. Your division is crap anyways. And yeah. You're gonna win that division no matter what. It's all yours, Lions, so don't much gotta sweat. You can honestly put like 20 points up on the board of this game and still win it. But instead, I got the Lions taking control of this game 38-16. I don't believe in the Raiders. And let's get this video over with. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And guys, we will see you for week 9. And we will see, hopefully, who's good and who's bad. Because I really don't know. So, that's the end of the video, guys. Please subscribe and like. And hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you for week 9, guys. Goodbye.